guys, for our episode today, going to be talking here with Chris McCuen. She's one of our members. She's been here close to 10 years?
I know, I meant to look it up before I came. I think so.
Yeah, so close to 10 years. So we're just going to talk to her a little bit about, why she likes working out, why she enjoys coming to the gym, some of the benefits of it, things like that. So why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself first and kind of what you do, why you like coming in here, some things like that.
So I think a year before I joined the gym, I would drive by when it was at the other location regularly, and I'm like, I'm gonna join a gym. And at that time, I was what I would call fake exercising. I was doing an elliptical at home, and I was walking my dog daily, and I just wasn't seeing any results. I definitely am in way better shape than I was then. I was heavier than I wanted to be. I just didn't feel like I was fit, and I decided once my son was a senior, I decided that it was time for me to bite the bullet and take the plunge and commit to doing fitness on a regular basis. So I tried it out, and I'm not very much of a you know me pretty well. You would think I'm not very shy, but I am actually a fairly shy person when it comes to doing like a group thing. So the thought of going to a big gym and joining was like totally out of my comfort zone. So I wanted something small and more personalized. And the first time I walked in, I was greeted by name. Everyone introduced themselves to me. It was just a very non-intimidating, very comfortable atmosphere where everyone was friendly and everyone knew who I was when I came in, and I really liked that. And the other thing that I really liked in the beginning was that if I couldn't do something or I wasn't sure what to do, or you guys made sure I was doing it safely, you were supervising and encouraging and kind of guiding us on what weights to use. So it was really just seamless.
Good. I mean, what changes would you say? What's probably been the biggest change that you've seen physically from before you started to now, to like where you're in here with since you started incorporating exercise?
So first I wanted to lose weight. Don't we all? No one's ever happy with the size they are or the weight they are. I mean, we could be models and we could still be like, oh, I want to be 10 pounds thinner. So initially I did want to get more fit and lose weight and just become stronger and more healthy. And so initially I did. I joined one of the challenges in the beginning of my career here, and I lost weight, and I went down, I think, 3 pant sizes. I have an old testimonial here that I did years ago. And I actually got down to a size that I wasn't able to maintain. So I lost like 20 pounds and went 3 sizes down, but then I found that over time it was just really hard not to be able to eat and exercise and stay at that certain size. So it was okay for me to go up a little bit. But now I'm toned, I'm fit, I'm 57 years old, I am stronger and in better health and fitness than I was in my 30s. So, I have muscles, I have, because we can do the in-body check-in, when you join here, you can have your body analysis done on a regular basis to actually track your fitness, to see that yes, you are putting on muscle, and yes, your scale might not be moving the way you like, but it's not all about the scale. It's about how you feel about yourself, and also, muscle to fat and all that. So that's all important.
Yeah, and I think you said something important there too about how you got down to a place that was unmaintainable, which we see a lot with everybody. There's a weight or a place they get to with their body that they can get down to, but they just can't maintain it. Or they get there and they find that they just don't feel as good, or a lot of times so easy, like their face starts to get drawn in if they get too thin. And they just don't look and feel as good as they do maybe being 5 pounds or a size heavier. Mm-hmm. And that's something like a lot of new people coming in, and just with a lot of clients having that conversation of, I see people get stuck at a certain weight in their head. They're like, I for whatever reason they're hung up on that they want to be this number, but they might be 5 pounds heavier or something like that, and look good and feel good and things like that. Can you talk about that mindset a little bit of, overcoming, like once this was the number you had set in your head, but you found it just wasn't attainable, and a little bit above that was, and you felt better. So if you build on that a little bit, I think that would for a lot of people listening, they relate to that and they understand that.
Absolutely. You know, many of you don't know I'm a dietitian by trade. I work with people on dialysis. So, you know, I was going by as a dietitian, you know, I do eat fairly healthy. I just wasn't doing the proper exercise part of it, you know, lifting weights. I was just doing cardio, not seeing the results I wanted. But I found that, you know, to get to that, the weight that I was not able to attain, I was basically starving myself, and I felt terrible. You know, I was grouchy. I mean, I want to be able to enjoy myself and do things on the weekend, eat. And to stay at that certain size, like I just couldn't, you know, and I was tracking my calories and I was obsessed with it. And I thought, you know what, we're gonna be okay and not focus so much on the scale and look at more just how I feel. And I think once you get past that, get past the BMI chart that says for, you know, your height and your weight you need to be, or your height and your age you need to be this weight, you kind of have to move past the scale and just focus on how you feel and also what you can do. You know, I can lift and I'm strong. And, you know, I think that's more important than looking at a number on the scale right now. And I look and feel good in my clothes and I'm happy. And I think, you know, people have to have a realistic expectation of their body image too.
What are some of the things you've noticed? You said about being stronger and things. What are some things you've noticed just in like day-to-day life that has benefited you, has helped you?
Just so, you know, when you're here, you're moving your entire body. So, you know, now I can do yard work, I can walk my dog, I can move my children. I've moved my children in and out of apartments and houses like way too many times, so I can carry furniture and carry groceries. Or, you know, you go on a vacation and you can climb a mountain and not be winded, or you can walk faster or bike faster than your children who are in their 20s because you are more fit than them, because you actually work out and you have more endurance and strength. So it kind of makes you feel really good about yourself when you know that by the hard work that you do at the gym, you can actually do more in your personal life more easily. And I think ultimately the goal for me is, as I age, to just stay safe, you know, and stay healthy.
I think that's a lot of it too, is, you know, most people when they're coming in, they're coming in because they want to lose weight, or, you know, they want to look and feel better basically. But once you get in and you're getting through it and everything, you kind of realize it's just everything you do in your life is more enjoyable. You're able to do more things. I remember a couple years ago I was out just in Yosemite, and there's so much of that park that you can't see if you just can't
Do the
hike, and most of it's going up and things like that. And it's, you know, if you can't do that because you don't have the endurance to do it, things like, you just miss out on certain things.
You really do.
There's just a lot of things in life that you can, you know, miss out. So it adds a little better quality of life, I think.
Absolutely. And I always tell my patients, as you know, as you get older, that if you don't use it, you lose it. Mm-hmm. And you really do. You know, your muscle mass decreases as you age. I mean, I'm through menopause, so, you know, I said I'm not going to be that woman that gains 10 pounds during menopause. You know, most women are like, I'm in menopause, I'm just going to gain weight, I'm going to get heavy, that's all part of it. And I made up my mind that was not going to happen to me. I was going to come to the gym. I faithfully come, you know, 3 times a week, sometimes 4, and sometimes only 2 if life gets in the way. But generally it's 3 times a week. You know, I come here, I do the work, and then, you know, I have not been that person that gained that 10 pounds. You know, I've really maintained my weight over the last 8 years, and again, doing the in-body checks, I can kind of keep track of what my muscle ratio is.
Yeah, and you know, and that's another good thing that you said there, is so many people think that they have to just live in the gym, or almost like a more is better kind of thing. And you know, 2 to 3 days a week is perfect, especially over the course of time with that. It's being consistent. It's not that coming in and killing yourself for 5-6 days in a row for 2 months or whatever, and burning out and then not doing anything. It's just staying consistent. So I think that's a key thing, and you've come to you understand that, and you know, where you can run yourself down and then not do it, and that's not going to get you
No, I found that, you know, when I used to try to come 4 days a week, the results were no different than just coming 3 days a week. And Also too, I do incorporate the strength training as part of my membership, and I think that made a big difference. Not just coming and doing the cardio part, but doing the strength, or before the pandemic when we were able to come in and do open gym more and do strength on my own, I found that I had better results doing the strength training than just coming in and doing cardio, or doing cardio at home. So I think strength for me has been key to having positive results and feeling good. And sure, when you come to the gym, you're going to be a little bit sore the next day. You've had a good workout, but you shouldn't be, crippled and worn down. It should make you feel better, not make you feel worse.
Yeah, and that's another good point too. Is like we see a lot of people, they almost want that workout to just be a beat down on them versus getting them, challenging them and making them feel good. But we need to push just hard enough, but not so hard that we can't recover from that next, and just keep going from there versus run ourselves down. Because then, you've probably noticed this at times, the joints get achy and things like that.
Absolutely.
And we get injuries and overuse injuries. So by kind of the slow and steady is the way to go with that.
Yep.
So.
And since I've been coming here, two things. There's motivational signs up and little blurbs. And the one thing that has stuck with me over the years is, as Josh, I think, said, you can't out-exercise a bad diet. So the diet component is key. Obviously, you want to come and do your part in the gym, but you can't just go and eat like crap every day and come to the gym and expect positive results. So I think that's one thing that has resonated with me is, you have to do the diet part and the exercise part. And the cool thing that you guys do here is every once in a while there's challenges, and I've participated in a lot of those and had good success, where it's just an extra little oomph where, you're in a group, you're doing a challenge, you might be doing something a little different than your normal workout. You might be trying on jeans, rock your jeans, drop your jean size, increase your muscle. So I've really enjoyed participating in those because I think they've helped. And then your, obviously the advice that you guys have given too, you can't cheat. It has to be 80-20, 80 good, 20 cheats. You can't cheat every day. You can't. You can't. And when we're human, we want to eat bad foods. I want to eat pizza. I like to drink beer. We talk about this here at the gym. We all like our microbrewed beer, but you do it in moderation, and you keep track of it. And so you come to the gym, and then you can enjoy your beer after you're done.
What's kind of moderation for you? Because I see a lot of people they get hung up on the moderation thing, and they're we're talking about the 80-20 a little bit, but they'll be more like 40-60 or 60-40, and it's just not enough. Even if that 60 is good, that 40 or 70-30 is not even enough. So what does the 20%, what does that look like for you over the course of a week?
For me personally, I'm good. I eat healthy. I try to eat healthy most of the time, obviously, practice what I preach. So Monday through Thursday, we don't dine out. We really only dine out once, maybe twice a week. I cook. I actually do cook.
Which is good because they sneak a lot of extra
calories
in how it's practiced.
And the portion sizes. When you go to a restaurant, if you eat and you get pasta, and you eat your whole pasta dinner, that you should only eat half. That's like, the portions are huge at restaurants. So, I really try to cut my portions in half, when we're eating out. Try not to eat too much bread, maybe 2 beers if I'm having craft beer, because I think in the back of my mind, the calories, I can't help it, I'm a dietitian. So I do cook from scratch. We really try not to eat processed foods at our house. Except for, maybe bread if we occasionally are having a burger on a bun. We do eat real meat, real grilled fish, grilled chicken, salads. Every day pretty much for my lunch I pack a salad. Homemade salad dressing. I really don't do a lot of bottled dressings. Fruit. So, trying to eat from all the food groups, not drink soda. So we do eat healthy during the week, so then on the weekend we can go out, but that doesn't mean, you eat a whole pizza, or you have 6 slices of bread with your pasta and the dessert. I might want that, but, I don't always do it because...
And it's easy to undo all the good that you did throughout that week,
Right.
just over the the day and a half there. Too.
Right, exactly. And when you're on vacation, some people think, I'm on vacation, just screw the whole week,
Yep.
I'm just gonna go crazy. But, I still try in the back of my mind to be, fairly good on vacation because, again, you don't want to come back and put 5 pounds on from eating a bunch of, stuff that you don't usually eat.
Yeah.
So, but it is hard. And I think that's the hardest part for people is the moderation. So for me, moderation is, be good during the week and only be a little bad on the weekend or enjoy yourself a little more on the weekend.
So you mentioned a lot about, you prepare a lot of your meals, you have things planned out and stuff. And one of the things we see when talking with people is, like, God, it's so hard to do. What are some strategies that, because you've obviously successfully implemented that in, and it's probably doesn't seem that hard now. It's probably just kind of part of the routine. But any tips or anything that you would say for that?
Sure, you have to be organized. So, on Sunday, I don't like to do my grocery shopping on the weekends because it's crazy. So I do try maybe like Thursday to plan out my meals. Go to the grocery store, once a week and make sure I have, things for salad, fruit. I pre-prep, I cut up a lot of stuff. So planning is key. You can't come home from work starving. Well, usually I work, come to the gym, go home, make dinner. So you can't go home from the gym starving without a plan, because guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna grab some chips or grab some crackers, or you're gonna get a frozen pizza, although I don't even buy that kind of stuff, but you might just throw something in the oven really quickly, or you might stop at fast food, which is just a big giant, I just really try not to do that. So planning and having, chicken and fish and all your meats in the house, prepping your vegetables if you can. I try to cut up some peppers and have, I always have fruit available. So kind of pre-prepping and pre-planning, I think, is key for most people. And that's probably the hardest component of the eating part, is just the pre-planning. But I think pre-planning helps you stay on track and keeps you more organized.
Yeah. What would you say to somebody that is right now they're not really in a regular exercise routine, they're eating so, but they're thinking about making a change, and what advice would you have for them to maybe help them kind of get started on that different journey or whatever from there?
Well, first you just have to dive in and commit yourself to doing it. And I think another thing I love about coming here is each week I have to sign up for classes, and that's accountability. So if you're doing exercise at home, or you think you're trying to do exercise at home before you commit to joining a gym, I would go, I'd come home from work, I'm tired, or I would go down to the basement and walk on the elliptical, and I would be thinking in my mind all the things I have to do. I gotta make dinner, I gotta do laundry. When I am here, so I sign up, I make my appointment, I come, this is my time to work out. When I am here, I'm present. My phone is in my car, I don't have it with me, I'm not looking at it while I'm working out. So I am present in the gym.
That's a key point right there.
Yeah, the phone is not with me. I know I have this, but this is tracking my fitness and letting me know how good I'm doing and my heart rate and all that stuff. So I think making a commitment to yourself, making a commitment, having accountability to come to the gym, signing up for your time, I think is so important, because Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, I'm going to the gym. And for me, unless it's some kind of disaster at work, or there's some kind of traffic nightmare and I would have to call and say I'm gonna run late or miss, I'm committed to going to the gym. So if you're thinking about it, you have to commit. You have to commit to signing up to coming to the gym, to be accountable. And then also, for me, I log on MyFitnessPal, and I know that's a pain for some people. I don't want to do that, it's a lot of work. But once you do it, if you actually are honest and you look at, when you write your foods down, you can really have that like holy bleep moment, like, oh my God, I just ate all that. You're starving, you're coming home from the grocery store, you're hungry, you buy a box of Cheez-Its and you open them up and you put them in the car beside you. And you're having a handful and a handful and a handful, and before you know it, you've eaten half the box. And then you look at the portions on it and you realize, I just ate 6 portions of Cheez-Its. That's 700 calories. Like, what the heck? Now the average person will be like, oh, you know what, who cares? You know, I'll just go to the gym and work it off. No, you really, no, it doesn't work
and
that
that's
way.
it. I mean, if tracking is a pain. But if you're not tracking, you're just kind of winging stuff. And, you know, some people, they do good tracking the whole time. Other people, they need to do it, you know, every now and then to get themselves back on, and they're good for me.
Right.
But, yeah, when someone says, like, I don't want to track my food, or I don't want to track whatever, if you're not doing it, you're just kind of winging, and you don't know where your mistakes are going to be.
No.
So.
And two, a lot of people quit when, you know, the going gets tough. You ate that half a box of Cheez-Its and you feel really guilty, or you had a weekend and it was your friend's birthday and you went out and you did a whole bunch of, you know, stuff that you regret calorie wise. You know, I'm just not going to go to the gym. I just give up. No, don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up. You can always start afresh, you know, the next day. And you know, I think perseverance is so important. And you know, I just made up my mind, like I said earlier, I wasn't going to be that menopausal woman who was just going to say, I'm just going to gain weight anyways because menopause. I'm going to work at it to, you know, stay fit so that when I do have grandkids or just more grand horses someday, you know, I can enjoy them and keep up with my children.
Yeah. No, it's all, those are the reasons to do it, is to, you know, to continue to have a quality of life that you want to have and do the things you want to do. So,
Right.
Guess last 2 questions. You mentioned beer. What's your favorite beer?
Oh.
Or favorite style of beer? We can maybe narrow it down to that.
So I guess my favorite, which actually I discovered here at one of our like boxing and beers night, which was so fun. I do really miss boxing. I can't
They're
wait.
gonna be coming back
I'm
soon.
so over COVID because I used to box here all the time. It was one of my favorite activities.
I think
And
it's coming back.
yay!
So.
So we had boxing and beers, and I got to try the Slightly Mighty, which is an IPA, which only has 95 calories. So woo woo! So you don't feel nearly as guilty if you have 2, you know, of those because it doesn't completely derail you. So that is, you know, one of my favorite go-tos, I guess.
And last question, what's your least favorite exercise to do in here?
Oh, well, come on. That's easy. Burpees. I think probably 9 people out of 10 would say, you know, they don't like to do burpees. And I think another thing I have to say positive about Josh, Tammy, Gina, Patty, and who am I missing? Kevin! All the trainers are just like super wonderful. You guys are all super encouraging. You are totally invested in every client's success. It's just not, you come in, we help you, you know, make money. I think you all truly do care that we are successful in what we are doing. You check in with us. What are your goals? You know, anything we can help you with. And you also try to make sure that we are doing it in a safe manner. If your knee's bothering you or your elbow's bothering you, or a lot of people here have injuries, you know, especially people over 40. I've been very blessed. I've had some plantar fasciitis. I had a little hip bursitis once. You guys always check in with us and say, how's your foot? This is a modification to do. If you can't lift because your elbow is bad, then do this instead. You don't want to do burpees anymore, do burpees off the box. You can't do a push-up today, do it on the bar. So there's always modifications. So for people who are like, oh, I'm so out of shape, I don't know where to begin, you begin here, you get direction, because that's what you guys are best at doing, is getting people direction and making sure that they're doing it safely and successfully.
Thank you for all that.
So, you're welcome.
Anything else you want to add or anything or say before we go here?
I just think that if you are watching this and you are in the contemplative phase, like, oh, I know I should join a gym, or I know I should eat better, just do it. Just don't be like me and drive past for a year. You know, do it, because I think your body and just mentally you'll feel so much better. And again, this is a very positive, wonderful environment where you can come in. You don't feel like you have to have, you know, your hair done and your makeup on and wear designer clothes. Everyone here is just friendly, and all of the clients are invested in each other's success too. I think that's what I also really like about this gym is I've made what I call my gym friends. And I might not see them out in public, you know, or do stuff with them, but when I'm here, they're my buddies and they're my friends, and I look forward to seeing them 2-3 times a week. And you know, so for me, it's like an extension of a family. It's just not going to work out. I enjoy coming because it's social also.
Yeah, you have that social aspect along to it. I think that's key. That's one of the things that, you know, people trying to do it at home, it's just, there's a lot of distractions. There's always something else that you could be doing.
Absolutely.
And you just don't have that as supportive of an environment.
No,
So
not at all.
having some other people in here that are going through the same thing, they're all trying to achieve the same goals, I think is really important.
Absolutely. And when we lift 25 pounds instead of the 20 that we've been doing, we're like, yay, you did it. So, you know, we're encouraging of each other, which I think is, you know, really important also, is to just feel comfortable and make this a fun, you know, working out can be hard, but it also can be fun.
Yeah, and
So,
that's it should be. It should, you know, it's not, most people don't enjoy it, but
No.
we try to make it fun. And,
Yeah.
you know, Kevin's got his bad dad jokes
Oh,
and
we
you know,
love
all that
it.
sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But it just adds an element of fun to it, so that it's like, all right, it's maybe doing something I'm not totally enjoying right now, but I still enjoy coming in and seeing people.
Right. And even, you know, when I go on vacation, my family makes fun of me. Although now my daughter and her fiance have a Peloton, so now they're into working out. But I'd be like, who wants to go to the gym with me? And my family would be like, we're on vacation. But now, you know, they might want to go work out with me. But even when I'm away, you know, I still have the app with the True Coach where you guys have that available. There's always, you provide us with workouts if you want to do things at home, but or when you're away without a lot of equipment, just with your body weight. So, you know, you can go, feel like you're still staying, you know, keeping your goals up without completely derailing yourself on vacation. Or if you want to just be a slacker for a week, that's allowed
not
too.
gonna hurt either.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
say
it's
sometimes you do need a vacation from your exercise routine too. So, you know, I think it's all good. But I think coming here has been one of the best things I've ever done personally for myself. Truly, and I'm not just saying that because Josh is sitting here. I truly mean it. I don't know what I would do without this place. I really do like coming, and I, you know, feel good about myself, and, you know, I truly enjoy, you know, Pittsburgh North Fitness.
We've enjoyed having you. It's
Well,
been
thank you.
10, like I said, 9 or 10 years anyhow, so I have to go back and look. But yeah, thanks for coming in and
Sure.
agreeing to do this.
Sure.
Stuff.